Okay, maybe we should change. You're gonna meet her husband.
We cannot.
Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're filming episode 10 of the Sims 4 Rags to Riches Tiny Living Edition series that I have on my channel. If you guys haven't seen any of the episodes previous to this one, I will link them up here or down below so you can check those out before watching this video. In the last episode, we said we were going to start focusing on Olive's personal life a little bit more. We had a whole bunch of build episodes and we were trying really hard to accomplish our goal, which was to create the tiny mansion, which we did end up doing, but she hasn't had time to enjoy it too much. So in this episode and in the next few episodes, I really want to focus on her personal life and having her enjoy the hard work that she has done. We also, in the last episode, met a girl named Lilith Vitor, and things went very, very well. We're going to see how they continue in this episode, and yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling Lilith and Olive, and let's get into the episode.
Okay, so where we left off, Olive, believe it or not, has just come back from her date with Lilith. She and Lilith were hanging out at the park until basically the sun came up. Lilith is a vampire, so that's pretty much why they were like hanging out all through the night. I felt very conflicted about this in the past little while. I don't think Olive would have any problem. Well, she obviously doesn't have any problem with Lilith being a vampire. She's totally fine with staying up all hours of the night. She has spent many, many hours in the park in late hours of the night collecting things, and she's been painting through like many, many nights. So she's very used to pretty much working and living through the night anyway. That's not an issue. But the thing that I've been very conflicted about is what to do about Olive's age and the fact that Lilith cannot age, because Lilith, although I'm going to change her into an adult, is technically a young adult. I've thought about various different ways that I could end this series. I've thought about turning Lilith into a human, curing her of vampirism, but that's her identity. That is like Lilith Vitor is a vampire, like that is her, so I wouldn't feel right doing that. But then I also thought about turning Olive into a vampire, and then she could be immortal and Lilith and Olive could live happily ever after together. But then I wouldn't feel right about turning Olive into a vampire either, because that's not her, and I don't know. Okay, that looks very uncomfortable. Oh, now she's getting stung by bees. Oh, Olive, I'm sorry, girl. She's fine. Yeah, I've actually filmed this episode through and through yesterday. I did start to finish. I filmed the entire thing with an alternate ending, and I sat and I thought about it all day. I edited like majority of it, and when I was finished with it, I was like, I don't feel right about this. This is not Olive. This is not Lilith. This is not right. And because we're getting closer to the end of this series, like she only has 3-4 more days until she is an elder. And I want to end this series right. So we will call that episode the lost episode. Maybe one day you'll see what happened, but it didn't end, but it was like getting, I don't know. It was weird. Okay. It was weird. Anyway, so Olive is just chilling in the pool. What I wanted to do today was go and see Alice. In the last episode, Alice moved out and we didn't really get to do a proper goodbye. So I want to go see her, and she's never been to Alice's house. I want to go there, see where she's come from, see how she lives her life. She's very familiar with the way that we live our life. Okay, maybe we should change. You're gonna meet her husband. We cannot. We're gonna knock on the door. Oh my god, it's massive. Alice, damn girl, come on in. Okay, so I know she's upstairs. I think we're gonna walk past the husband for now. We're gonna go straight to Alice and be like,
Hey, girl.
this is actually really nice and huge. I had no idea. Okay, though, it totally matches her aesthetic. This has Alice written all over it. You guys know this is my girl. We're gonna come up here, talk to her, be like, hey girl, you look great, miss you, love you. What does Alice do? What did she do prior to, like, I don't think she worked. She obviously didn't work when she lived with us. I don't know what her husband does. This is so sweet. This is my, like, favorite pair of best friends in the entire any series that I've ever done. So we're just just gonna catch up. We have not actually seen her since we started dating Lilith. We're gonna tell her all about that. She's gonna be like, so I met this girl and she's a vampire, but she's really cool and I really like her. And they're just gonna catch up. They have been used to living with each other for pretty much like majority of their adult lives. Alice moved in to help us with the store originally, and then we kind of just like fell in love with her and kept her there. Olive never actually gave Alice a proper thank you for all of the help that she gave us. So I was kind of thinking something really cute that we could do was in like the first or second episode, like one of the very early episodes. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but we were going through the trash and we found a little Blarfy in the trash. So I think it would be kind of funny slash like cute slash like full circle kind of thing to give her our trash Blarfy, and we're gonna tell her like that we cleaned it, obviously, like we spent hours and hours cleaning it up and now it's the perfect Blarfy for you. And I feel like Alice would find it kind of funny and just cute. And just like a token of like, thank you. I don't even know which one is Alice's bedroom. This one, there's like so much happening in here. Maybe I'll just put Blurfy like in the corner up here or something. Whatever, there we go. Her husband probably just walked by that and was like, what the fuck? Okay. Hi, Olivia. I don't know if you guys have seen my... Oh shoot. No, don't start, don't start. I accidentally clicked flirty introduction. I don't know if you guys have seen my BitLife series, but she plays a pretty major role as someone else in that series.
She attacked me with a bazooka. I hate you, BitLife. Oh my god.
I can't say I'm the biggest fan, alright? But Olive is completely unaware of the fact that she may or may not have killed somebody. So, but yeah, this is kind of nice. Like, we literally had no idea that Alice lived in such a big, beautiful house, and her family is like really, really sweet. Yeah, and that just makes me love Alice even more. The fact that she has all of this, and she was still willing to help Olive get everything she wanted. So sweet. I think they'll be friends like forever, definitely, until the end of this series for sure. Oh, Alice is going behind the bar making a drink. She is a bartender. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna come here. Look at her. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna nail this shit. I didn't know it was this kind of afternoon. Oh, this is full circle too. This is where they met. Kinda, not here, but at a bar. Did she make that for us? Or is she planning on drinking this? Because the quality is excellent. Olive is probably pretty tempted. I think she's coming over to sit with us. This is so fun. Oh my goodness. I think she did make this drink for us. We're just gonna go like that. So Alice is probably like, okay, tell me more about this Lilith girl. What do you think? Like, where are things going? I was getting a little worried there. I didn't know if you were gonna find someone. Olive is like, oh, she's great, but yeah, she is a vampire, and she's probably explaining all of the things that come along with that. I would assume that Olive kind of has an idea on Lilith's like vampire life. I feel like Alice would be like, okay, just be careful. Your last relationship went terribly, and she didn't accept you for who you are. So no matter what, make sure that this girl accepts you and everything. Make sure she doesn't come to the house and sees this beautiful tiny home with all these things in it and falls in love with that. Make sure she falls in love with you. She's basically saying make sure she knows where you came from. Make sure she looks past all of this stuff and realizes the journey that it took for you to get here. Make sure she really loves you for you. And Olive is like, yes, of course. I will totally do that. I think we're gonna send Olive home. I did want to hang out with Lilith tonight. It looks like Alice is just cooking dinner anyway. So yeah, we're gonna head out. She is right though. I want to make sure that Lilith sees Olive for the journey that brought her here. The last time she invited someone over to her house was Angela, and if you guys remember, that did not go very well. So A, Olive is probably pretty nervous about inviting someone over to her house, like a significant other. B, I want to make sure that Lilith doesn't come here and sees all of this stuff and just like kind of falls in love with that. I don't think she's that kind of person anyway, so I think I'm gonna have her paint over here just so that we can keep the money flow coming in. I'm assuming the bills are going to be pretty high for this tiny home. So we're gonna just keep painting it until it's acceptable for Lilith to go outside so she can come over. And then, yeah, hopefully they can have a cute little night together in the backyard. I want to have her like hang out back here because like this backyard is awesome and she never really had the time to hang out back here. Minus the fact that the plants are all dying. I do want to replace these with like flowers that can be bought. Oh, she finished a masterpiece. Yeah, because I don't want them all to be like dying. We did hire a gardener, but I haven't seen her yet. So, all right, we're gonna give her a call. Let's invite over Lilith. I feel kind of bad that I'm calling her so late, but like, when are you supposed to call her? She'll be right over. Clearly, she doesn't really mind. Okay, hello. Oh my god, she's so cool. Oh, wait, where's she going? Is she taking out our trash? Okay, I freaking love that. Imagine how quickly she could clean. I want to invite her to stay the night because I don't want her to leave in like 2 hours. This is the first time that Lilith has been in the house and something smells. Okay, the plates keep getting stuck up here, so I'm gonna do that so she doesn't think we're gross. I'm not hiding my plates, okay? I can't believe she just took out our garbage and started our dishwasher. Like, I'm in love. I kind of want to keep it light for a minute. Like, I don't want to get into anything too deep right now. They are still in their like early stages of the relationship. We're just gonna talk for a little bit. I think I'm gonna have them go like swimming maybe. Oh, and I want to age her up into an adult. Okay, so Lilith is an adult. This is probably the closest thing that we can do in terms of getting them to be like the same age. I'm pretty sure while we're here, their relationship is going to skyrocket because of the perks of the tiny living house. So yeah, we're kind of just like chilling, talking to Lilith. I would assume they would have a lot to talk about, considering Lilith has probably lived for a pretty long time. She probably has so many stories to share. Olive, being a runaway, probably also has some pretty intense stories to share as well. So I could imagine their histories alone would provide them with like so much interesting conversation. Lilith looks like she's like listening so intently too. Like it looks like they're really sharing these stories and kind of enjoying just getting to know each other more. In the last episode, the date that they went on, they were surrounded by like paparazzi and Bella Goth freaking out. So it's nice for them to have some privacy here. And also this is like a vibe. Like look at the stars and like it's a hot summer night. I think they just started flirting too. Oh yeah, they're flirting it up. I didn't even tell them to do that. Lilith probably has a pretty interesting past as well. I don't know how she became a vampire. I'm not sure if she was bit or if she like was born like that. But either way, I'm sure she has struggles of her own. So the fact that they can kind of like compare their history of, you know, the way they were raised and everything, I think they can probably relate to each other on a different level. And like I thought, that relationship bar is like flying and they keep like flirting on their own. They really like each other, I think. I think this is going pretty well. I think because of the conversations that they've had, I think it could maybe be appropriate for Olive to just be like, we need to discuss this whole like I'm getting older and you're not situation. So I'm gonna have them go in the hot tub and I'm gonna get Olive to just kind of like say it straight up. I don't want there to be any games or anything between Lilith and Olive. I kind of just want Olive to be like, this is how it is, you know, we're just gonna have to take it or leave it. Because she has, how many more days? 3 until she's an elder. So this is a lot to put on someone, especially someone you've just started dating. But I'm hoping that Lilith, she understands, you know, she knows that she is immortal and like she's used to this. This is her life, you know? So they're gonna have a deep conversation and Lilith is like, okay, bye. Oh, Lilith is romantic. So maybe that means that she's just like, this is how it is. I really enjoy being with you, and if that means you're going to be an elder, then so be it. I could really see them spending a lot of time together. Like I said, I have gone through a million and one possibilities of these two kind of adapting to each other's lifestyle, because look at this relationship bar. Like it is just like I'm hands off. I am not making them flirt. It's just happening. So I've thought about, you know, them spending their lives together and Olive turning into a vampire, Lilith turning into a human again, just so they could spend more time together, but I just don't want to change either of their characters, and I don't know. So I'm going to leave it at this for right now. I'm going to assume that Lilith said, you know what, it is what it is. We're just going to enjoy the time that we have together, and technically Lilith is pretty old in spirit. I think I was playing around with her character the other day, and she's lived for a while. Like, she's probably around the same age as Olive in theory anyway. So the fact that she has an old soul combined with both of their like carefree spirits and their romance, I feel like both of them would be okay with just leaving it how it is, especially since this like date is going so well. Olive is getting tired though, but they have just been in the hot tub talking about absolutely everything for hours, and the sun is coming up. I really want Lilith to move in with us eventually, but I feel weird asking her since this is only like the second date technically, but like time moves quickly in The Sims, you know? And look at their relationship bar. Like, what am I waiting for, really? I'm gonna ask her, what does it hurt? We're just going to be like, hey, what do you think about this? And I'm thinking about this for like my aspect. Like, do I want to control a vampire? Not really. That's another reason why I don't want to turn Olive. I don't want this to turn into like a vampire series. I don't like the gameplay for the vampires. Like, I just don't want to do that. Moving in together, she said yes. Keep in mind that this is still a rags to riches challenge, so we can't actually accept that money. We're gonna set it back down to what it was, but Lilith is moving in. Okay, yeah, so we've gotten rid of that $20,000. Now I have to control Lilith, and I don't really know anything about the vampire gameplay. It's been like years since I've done this. I know that she like can't be outside. Oh, we have a little gardener. Oh, she's cute. Oh my god, yeah, look at our bills. $8,000. Okay, well, Olive can pay that when she wakes up. We're gonna have to keep painting so we can afford to live here. So they're just reading here. They're learning some new skills together, taking advantage of the perks that we have, and then we can actually have Olive cook something in her house. Okay, yeah, she maxed it out. It took like only a few hours for that to happen. So they're just watching TV together. Olive actually walked into the living room and realized that Lilith was watching the cooking channel so that she could learn how to cook for Olive, even though she can't eat herself. Oh yeah, she has to work. And in the meantime, I want Olive to do something fun today. We're gonna go out. Maybe I can send her on a little stroll past the store and see what they've kind of done with that. I want everything to come around kind of full circle. Like, I want a happy ending in this series for sure. So we're out here bright and early. We're gonna go for a little walk. Maybe we could actually go in. Is it open? Maybe we should bring Alice. I'm gonna bring Alice to the store. Hey girl. Oh, this is so nostalgic. So the store is gonna pretty much look the same because we didn't really do anything to it in the first place. I had all these plans to renovate it, and then I got kind of tired of like the store life. But the two of them are probably like, this is so crazy. Like, they're probably so happy they gave up that store. That was like the hardest work they had to do. Christy Wiener. Hey girl. Oh, all her paintings are up here. Olive can't afford to buy her own paintings. Oh, they have to come up here and view. Like, they created this room. This is a moment. Oh, I can imagine like how they both feel looking at this stuff and having the paparazzi come up. No, I'm having a moment. I kind of want her to come over and use the barbecue. This is something that I never allowed her to do. Maybe we'll make some grilled fruit and then we can chill with this girl and Alice. And because I never allowed her to use the barbecues because I didn't want her to spend any money back when we were trying to like save it. Alice is on her way over. They can eat together here. Adorable. Oh, this is a vibe too. She's like, remember when I ate like lemons and like shit off the ground? All right, I think I might end the episode here. This has been really adorable. I'm loving these like full circle moments. Everything's kind of coming together. Olive has 2 more days until she's an elder, so in the next episode, we'll probably do her birthday party and pray that people actually show up to it, unlike her adult birthday. But honestly, that was kind of a turning point in her life anyway. If that didn't happen, we wouldn't have met Alice. So I'm gonna end the episode here. Olive is feeling pretty good about herself. She's finally focusing on just the social aspect of her life. She's not worrying about money, and honestly, I think she's pretty happy. She's doing pretty well here. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here. We'll see what happens in the next episode.
Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave any comments or suggestions you may have in the comment section down below. If you're looking for more series to watch, I will link those down below so you can binge those as well. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!